Hi everyone, welcome to another Cabinet Vision Guy Tech Tip. In this episode we're going to be taking a quick look at how we can modify material schedules per job, per room, per assembly, and also a couple of different other places where we can modify and reassign materials to. I'm going to start off by heading up to properties and then taking a look at the properties for the overall job, and under cabinets and materials we can then assign different material schedules for the upper and base assemblies, and we can also break these out for standard and exposed interior assemblies as well. Now at any point what we can do is we can click on modify for this job, and then at that point we can take a look at our material schedule that we've got selected, and if we need to we can have a look for different materials on the right hand side, and this is accessing the materials that are available through the material manager. And what we can do is we can drag and drop materials from this side and just place them on the components that we've got on the left hand side. So what I'm going to do, just for a visual thing, I'm going to change the top to being a painted satin 25mm. So if I drag that over, hit return, I'll get the prompt to update the job, hit OK, and you'll see at that point the thickness of my material on my top has changed, and also the finish has changed as well. Now we also get the same options if we want to make a modification to the room as well. So I've got multiple rooms within this job, so if I switch over to room 2, in this one you'll see that the job properties have now changed, but what I can do is go back to properties and into room instead of job, head through to cabinet, into materials again, and you'll see that we've got our modified oak veneer in here, and now our option says modify for this room. So as well as being able to modify for the overall job, we can modify per individual room as well, and if I click on this we get the same menus and layout as before. So again, nice and easy, all we're doing is selecting the material and then dragging and dropping it over to the left hand side on the part or area of the carcass that we want. Now, as well as being able to do this for the job and the room, we can also do this on assembly level as well. And this one's really cool, especially if we want to do something like have a different edge banding finish on one of the assemblies. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove the doors from this assembly so we can see it properly. And from assembly level, I'm going to go to section, I'm going to go to properties and materials. And you'll notice now that because this is a base unit, the upper material schedules have been grayed out, but we've got the base material schedules, and I can hit modify for this assembly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a different banding. So we've got a few different bandings we've got in here for things like exterior and interior. And if I just highlight one of my bandings, and I'm going to apply something with a different color so we can see it properly. So a white PVC, and I'm going to do this for all bandings. I'll do it for the individual ones too. I can, if I've got different material selected here, just right click and choose match parent, which I'm going to do for the different banding types that I've got for my assembly. And then if I hit OK and into 3D, and I'll just put us into texture mode, you'll see that we've now got a different finish for our edge banding, and we've gone from a lip-in to a 2mm PVC. Now if we choose to save this assembly back into our catalogue, it's actually going to save with the overrides on there for the material. And if I go into section view, into modifications and overrides, we should see that we've got an override on the material schedule in here as well. As well as being able to modify materials on a job, room and assembly level, we can also click on a component, any of our carcass components, go to properties, and we can also manually assign a material in here as well. And all we need to do is select our material. So I'm going to head into sheet materials and I'm going to go for MFC, and I'm going to change this one to a white gloss 22mm. And you'll see as soon as we do that, our cabinet also updates to take into account the extra thickness that we're using. And if we head into 3D, you'll see that we've got a material that's been specified on the end panel. If I go back and select the item again, if we want to remove the material, we just need to go to overrides, click on this and remove the material. I'm going to remove the DZ or the thickness as well. And then we should be back to our normal material. Now, as well as being able to do all this, I'm going to show you just another one while we're here. If I go into 3D and into properties, I've also got access here to materials and finish types. So if you're doing any rendering, you can make modifications here too. So if I go to materials, what this is a complete list of all the materials that I've got within my job. And what I can do is I can assign a different color, a different texture, and a different finish type to each face of my material as well as the edge. Hopefully you found this tech tip useful. Feel free to give us a like, share and subscribe. We're also on Facebook, that's facebook.com/thecabinetvisionguy, and Instagram too, that's instagram.com/thecabinetvisionguy. Cheers!